Ebusia for chairman Kwesi Poku ana kase na okasama Tema na chese kobase wase ono kwaye one man demonstration ema the Gen Z's enya information ne say John Dramani Mahama ne no wabase kotofofra ode na no fa bibia ho titiru ene mabunu adwumayo ana otu ani ekohwe galamsey fighters say dia beto dwane so bebie companies ahodo chese ose ensemo a wode to dwano at that time na wosua enso yesitete obi kan de eto no ewo ho companies ahodo a John Dramani Mahama ne na aban egu no etonye ema ahokyere ene kom esiba o ne na busua so ne de okunwe nko de ono nko a obekon anwom ebeda ense de oto ya no mense o mrekwa yenko ne nja semde mu nchiremu ya bra na onekatachi agi adwa na omudi eye oman mu going into this election but she akesia John Dramani Mahama through the manifesto or the ababeto abonten
say
Galamsey Niama we are na creative company. It is on record. My father was the deputy divestiture implementation committee. Papa no a deputy to yes.
And the NDC.
Yes. Me papa no a state fishing general manager. And so as a technocrat on the committee. What does it? State fishing Niama Ghana Niama Yatoy. Tema Alugunta NDC and Tuabamon. They sold 36 companies in Tema. His company, his government. And so not by the young critic you might have often incomo. There was said also I cry and cover. Maybe I call it growing in Tema. Buses now come state fishing, blaster like West Coast die. What I say? Into the friend that about if I could clubhouse. No more my tone. Into ye could see company on some common dinko. I buy a Jimmy Tuno. I don't toy the do.
And to abide into me,
I told you, I'm not told to do. What I say, oh, dear, no. I'm not told to do that.
Almost as I
am for at the NDC Bondi be a chain because me Cairo is a bush because Rollins. Tema, who was a dinner at 12 betia. A big usu I come severance. Any as grass, I go to come on there and I'm caught on there. GTP publishing workers are fighting now. Today, are still in court because of Queen Rollins for 2,000 any man. It is uncommon. One another bonny. I see the iniquities of the first and second generation vested on them. One kind of this uncommon. Oh, dear, my baby, because me growing up in Tema. What? And be Tema who ye any on beton and Yamano and be a Tema no could do on this uncommon. I'm on your phone. Once the Galamsey and what can ni passion ni. Once I come here, I won't walk. On cases sent here by back Galamsey for who catch and punish. Okay, no, but tears and common. Which is on kind of sa. Obedi wagra. Oh, let us say. Obi oye Galamsey Bonnie baimra e na tum obi man court na tum no say leader when emribi journalist bi ko kan sem basa o dan ho yi o mu firi mu nyasa o tie you kan sem ni bi an o se but you are mindful and careful the way you tread
no correct
nyasa enti amon fo nya kwanya say ya de o ye kan yensem no enye wu me se Ghana mani hu mienu hwe o kan Galamsey obi ntimi kebi Ghana pe the way system ne tie no political parties to win power. When I sit here as a Ghanaian, I'll speak like a Ghanaian. Because time you say party chairman. Now Galamsey for my show me more. Go to my battle. Ba make chemo. Na makane sa wrong. Na makane say ya. Na makodi na winyim. I win for ba mu ko tui. Ba make Galamsey for nyina. Me so jitum say kro no so no. He ko Galamsey ya. Me kro me nkron so no ya frɛ me. Ah me kro mu hin na do asi. E wo wa ono hin no. Me ma me fi achi kwa yo tu Galamsey o. Assembly man so can be ye na na so ni mo hwe Galamsey ngoboro so guo chom sa wo chom
abra he no
ho e me mo fa then you come and tell me say MPP aban chi wo mo e na do ti akra apedwa police o nya etre soldier for Ghana o ti tax force bia o mo bia ko ni hu ye tam
won be didi
wo ni mo bia ko ni ye tam people lobby as politicians for me to anti-Galamsey committee
yes, yet me and talk between the commanders,
military
commanders and the police commanders.
You are there work and pay. Who call out buying? Who says 3,000? Next time won't be. Could you come on $1? Oh,
Galamsey.
Yes, tax force phone. Yes.
A soldier phone.
Ready. First now, soldier phone. The only scope. We are
going to discipline.
Let me go to New Year. I'm the cover of the Kako sale. The Shakam. Can't issue over 1 week. Obi musa me tu kakra be do police barrier pe o ya Achi police are here but what's the police for me so you need the security zone so move it from there say so much soldier phone
is it just
soldier phone we say go for no plot be assassin we police need can make your consent be an illegal land they demolition police for the power be demolition be me assassin won't be this is the kind of country we are running and the politician and they jam my hu who that because the politician be corrupt politician be no sign check chief director not to no you think go on say why you me e go check chief director be risk want to go ba ni no oya you money chief director be wo I say no super sound more 1000
when is the chief director minister kwat me ma order say yes I deal we chief director be ye bibi foforo abra minister no kura
you see sometimes minim engineer bi how much in Tema West Rose engineer what you man direction was I deal we me ya enye let's put on record say me as engineer because I have to carry on your instruction. On the instruction of AB, I say sentiment.
And let the records reflect.
Let the record reflect.
That I did not.
Oh, just but you know someone. You find for you know you identity. Not the fiabro. I didn't tell the chief that I go weekend at what 100,000. Also, yeah, dear man. I thought 300 normal 100. Yeah, we are now public account committee report. Oh, chief that is dear you. But the just to say NDC Mbresunti. 38 million a year. One would 40 would also say $38 million is Papa, so we as politicians must agree. Say Galamsey, you can't find your politics. America, you can't go and stay in America and say that if I clean water bodies, you to Obama. America doesn't follow the campaign. It's the duty of every government to build roads. Do you find your campaign? Who does it? But
if the way I feel about you is how Ghana feel about you, I think Okase Bema Ghana for I should want to about
me. What problems? And let me feel having a problem.
Oh,
let me see I can from them. They be asking because you can say on kind and my government chairman on kind. Me not under my watch. Your mama can be president. Tema West city because it's not possible. NC. What I say? Because I value them. Baumia as vice president. Mama can say I don't know the president. So now I want to value Baumia as vice president. Baumia is the most popular vice president ever in the history of Ghana. Me who say Lima one vice president. Me what I say? Vice president contribute to whether negatively or positively is Baumia. Campaign near money now. Vice president 34. Akamu nyano munkasebi. Didn't go for the chi. Me ni we na call. Hey, near president sa. Baumia was very vibrant. He has his flaws, but the gentleman comparing to your mama. Hey, see. Say you know and see that say bia say we need a president for now abai betu we the obewi ni we pepeni ana anya join ebe we but ebe we entimi we the we obo left entimi
the end left
oh your mama oh masa you see anybody who have politicians yen kan kwente Ghana for yen di ni yese Galamsey ni de enso economy bia obe say we get the kidney problems but they no dey enkan komo ye di no
yen nyina nyuntu say we dey
e why the solution papa ebe ba ye di komo no sa ebe boa ye di ni say wie no na gogubu ahemu ni ya no akote oh no hwe ye di e ba ye jamu
so why can't at some point two parties in the nyina agree that this very issue let's not politicize
politics na ya politics na ya no grounds no era two gofoni trim say yen konkua who does it na street light timi dum me atwenya 2 days to election obi timi ka say on no be solve the kania no mame there's a street light levy on your street
ade bia
utia nto obi be so kania nti den ya timi ko yiye ni timi ka say MPP candidate no wa ben mo bon so 1000 ni afre now NDC ni dibika be 1002 yeah about 1002 yes because the NDC candidate no e odan kese we dan ketwa me odan kese da bi wu aba yedi me ma na nya wa wuto aba usi mu sen me constituency election ka say me da impedi e ko tro betia
yes who penti dan
Tema ni dan no so yes kwata o e den penti e ni bu so me penti na me wu aba ba na nya usi mu sen wo na ko to aba me da penti e usi mu sen you understand so the mindset of yen so yan ka say so e to aba no
ye ka ho
yes e mindset ya ye to aba no
and you made that day
oh and no mama go school so call be that down hey we be say professor be Shana me I no vote for the MPP why he's an account party what can I say yeah and you're not looking at the policies you go somewhere like Ashama hey who can say insurance they be out of lie with Ashama almost don't talk about here insurance is good for the buy because like 10 obo mo say like 10 and so yen to na say insurance yen because lie say Ghana card in here, no Gini Fesi. Oh, yes, you are no message. The whole Ghana saying second person Ghana card. And so no saying. You see, so this kind of things.
You never know what you about to.
And the mestre say, Papa, you in high politicians, you too. We want to win political power. But there's a nation we are building. You will until maybe you mama me no move pa. I say gay right. Let me get to that because my mama me no. That's what to kromwa. Hey, scan kum. And to the gay somebody a man I ka. It me tie me penny. And people must speak truth to power. You cannot cry and say and crop say look, I dey wait here me ya enye. Me party for Paul no what to make. School fees me nya. They me nya 500. Hey, chan wan sika be me nya. Ma kanasa. We do attend them we are. You don't lie to the person. Politicians we are lying to the people too much and the people are also buying into it. Which I say, and I said, Adadan, and this one, Adadan, don't say it.
No, let him speak.
No, it also say it. Ye ko ye nimno. Ye kind of cry. Nagalam says so jai. I produce so Timmy Crom Cross so tea near Tobatia and Kumi. I've been in opposition for 1 years and Kumi. Sometimes I didn't know what I call you more. Sometimes, sometimes they call you Danny Cron Kuyimo. Maybe a cum. We go for be my car 4x4. Come on, my bamboo 4x4. It's Indian phone. What I did the mess. You can't cry. You should tell the people that look. Galam say, and yet, you to say soon or something, and yet, who brings the best policies for
to
this?
Deal with the matter.
To deal with the matter.
And that is Baumia.
What? Oh, Massa, that's in the clear.
The change of my mind, Baumia.
Oh, where would you say? Yeah, call Cote d'Ivoire 20 Nations Cup 1911. Players are going lefty. What I said, your mama, I saw to Adun. Ah, John, I saw to Adun. Oh, where's that coach? Where's to Adun? What does it? Scout, your mama was a scout. What I say?
Teruquaquano.
The Quaquano said, Master Ghana for. Say yes, MPP, you be a PBN with my. And you want to get to Benkum to Nifa, and your fee. Almost bonny, you fear bonny cacre, your papa can say, you know. What I say? Oh, come free SHS, I'll make us a monk. Minimum collaborate me area, not for free SHS, come to school da. They be NDC 4% save yourself, no cost for digger, uncle school da. Maybe I can't, not to trim. I want to not to be area. Me, those are party me school, me aggregate 22. Me to go school and then I'm tea. Sabranting at 6 because the payment to school fees, Sabranting and notify. Obo Conco as well. That gentleman could have been a doctor. If the free estate was to be there, that gentleman could have been a doctor. Oh, I say, and I know no any Ghana card a year, that gentleman could have been a doctor. Hey, when I talk about free estate, I become too emotional because that gentleman used to had aggregate 8, 1984, and I had 24. Look at where I sit. And that gentleman, he sees me power. Oh, Chama, I'm paying money. And that gentleman, you go school when this second, when this third, school for ma, you be treasure man oba no sabe defense. Nanka free SHS wo ha. What I just a progressive one or can be now. What I say? And that gentleman will have been a doctor.
I don't think you are going to give me the right time you've given. Because look at the time left.
Papa. Bro, Shama, I never met you. Didn't you go in regular? You know,
David. Mrs. No invite me. And he's a politician. I am also a politician. But if you give somebody more advantage than the other, then you are supporting somebody against somebody. No, the time that you are speaking, even if you give me 12 minutes now, it will not reach. Now we are left with 9 minutes. So 12 minutes. Have you been fair to me?
Okay, so which you
invited me in the name of a political party. So let me talk. We say time no media mama come asa. Mama can trust. Ni enti amedi uboni a che oni say. Wo papa ye deputy to Agbodun. One bisa no ni enti a wa ye deputy to Agbodun. And no motor companies. You are an MPP person. Until Papa you are MPP. You can't tell me that. You no. You are making analysis here. You are Nyabotre. Papa. What be South Papa Nientia Wadwani Agbodo? Because when you go to the history of this country, no, from Nkrumah, Ebedu 1966, ya no. Companies are Nkrumah be ya ni nyina no. General Ankra numu eyaku ni kotukanu no. Ansana Afrifa Babe organize election no. From that 1966 Ebedru 1990 let's put it at some point time no. What were the state of the companies Nkrumah created in this country? What was the state? When you look at the companies that were divested Listen to the word divested. What should be the intention for the diversification? That Ghanaians should take the companies, and those who have money should continue to produce. And your father was part of it. You couldn't ask him why he joined that. You couldn't ask your father. Now, when you move from that place, 13 years down the lane, the companies have gathered dust. Where was the Sanyo that in 1979?
So you said,
1979.
You said the companies were in dilapidated state. That is how come you diversify. Is Sana Walker? No, I'm asking a question.
Maybe some question. And also say,
what
was the state?
So
as at the time,
implied.
Yes, the companies were not producing. Yes, the companies were not producing. Mama respond. The companies were not producing.
So how then do you, for instance, Ekase, West African the biggest steel manufacturing company, and I'm talking about, for instance, Royal House Chapel.
They must still.
How then do you sell a company? I will say, Enya Papa. Now the man will be say wafanya sorry, and how productive would that be?
Was they still being producers at that time?
But who the man will be say
steel company? When the company go to North
why is the government not concerned?
Go to North Industrial right now. Now if you say silos and Kruma building, what does the state today?
The point I'm making, just
we divest. Listen, it is not just about selling. You do divestiture when you see that the state does not have the capability. As at that time, what was the capability under Champion of this country producing? Were we not importing everything? Do you remember the reason why anka? No, you let me make my submission. I beg you. What I'm telling you is that the divestiture time, companies need to say.
The America say Akunya me busa questions Emma Manfo no when the need be. Why come here to say
the companies were not performing?
If they were not performing,
yes.
The motive of diversification and they say yebema eye manfo di sika be shimna company na revamp nyasa. Nyasa. Say no nti na wo ye. Na company na performing.
It is the structures that were lying idle that were no me
companies are
You obey many asiboni. The structures are there dilapidating, and the government call on those who can purchase and use them.
And use them for what?
Use them for what? For what? Who still better?
So state me war. So state in war a year company. Na
you
company
have a dilapidated structure that is rotten.
Bibinti company no enya juma.
They sold them like scraps. They sold them as scraps.
Why is the state not concerned? They say. What was Ghana's
what was the economy of Ghana? That is what we should ask. Now, Niami Kachre Ghana for Ninani say, baby, I drone then. Obisi Mahamanye, Intionu nebe lusu. Now, uti mean the Uya Kokwani. At the time, Mahama was now. A bag of cocoa is being sold at 475 Ghana cedis. The world market is 700 cedis, Ghana cedis plus. So Usha Sika Mahama Edi Mekuyafua is 70%. That is the world market. Now Enukranu Mahama Emma fertilizer. Sefa piti wawafum. Mahama Emma undro aunto aye free. Fa piti wafum. That is okay. Now abai bi ba na nado abai oti akonja so ma ba omiata ne chi no in there your cocoa world market price one bag is 9,000 and abai na nado abai no all make you afford 3,000 but all more fertilizer but all more akatia dro and you are telling me that that person is better fight here for mamu jejreje mahama ba ye no oti na konja so no wa hu say Omanpenyi Kufanya first oil field. That is Jubilee oil field.
Right.
Wahunyansa say ebisa oho. Ena wasa akobie akope baku send oil field and 10 oil field. Odi atuabo gas no edi tahu. That is the government we are talking about today. And the person who did that is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Inti wa who use gas no. In that quarter kofshe say what is the volume of gas we are producing there? Adia yedi jawba omiani na nado krano eba from as we speak today, they are importing oil after 3 oil fields. This is class incompetent, and that is what we are talking about.